Hi FCST 1010 students, this is Dr. Wheeler and we're going to begin Module 4 this week. We're already into week 4. Let me remind you, if you have not completed all of Challenge 3, I'm going to start putting in zeros on Monday, and once I put a zero in, I usually don't take that zero back again. And I know it was hard trying to create a resume and a cover letter, but it's something that you can keep forever, and you can just change it and add to it according to what your career is, and you can tweak it. So it's good to go ahead and start out with a baseline now. So if you haven't completed Challenge 3, if you view this video first thing Sunday morning, you'll have plenty of time before the deadline Sunday at midnight. But we'll go ahead and get started on Module 4 by going to our LibGuide link. Module 4 this week is Overthinking and Learning. As always, starting on Sunday through Wednesday, you will be responsible for the Day 1 column. Step 1 is just a checklist of everything that we're going to be going over. Step 2 is a video. Step 3 are readings and videos and other content. And guys, if you haven't already, and I'm sure you have, I would encourage you to look at every one of these. All they're going to do is make you such a strong college student. So very strong. Step 4 is our weekly journal. Make sure you put this journal entry in D2L under discussions. This week's journal entry, it's about your learning style. If you've ever taken one of those learning style inventories, or anything that you've read in our readings or the videos this week, what I want to know is, how do you learn best? If you've taken a learning style inventory, you know that there are multiple intelligences geared toward what your learning style is. Either your mathematical, linguistic, naturalistic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, or you can also, either you're an audio learner, a visual learner, a kinesthetic learner, which is a hands-on learner. So think about that question before you answer that journal entry. How do you learn best? Think about things that you've completed in the past as a student, all the way up, from first grade, as far as you can remember back in your education up until now. What made you learn something? Was it repeating it over and over again? Was it flashcards? Was it watching a video? Was it listening to it? Was it listening to it and viewing it at the same time? I want to know how you learn best. And remember always that in order to receive full credit, once you complete your initial thread, you are responsible for responding to 2 students. So you, in order to receive full credit, respond to 2 students. And I'll go ahead and tell you, as far as learning style goes, I'm like all 3. I'm not mathematical. So if we're doing the multiple intelligences, I'm linguistic. But if we're talking about audio learner, visual learner, or hands-on learner, I'm all 3. I love to see it and hear it on a video. I am very, very visual, but I'm also auditory, and I like to do it with my hands. So I'm a little bit of all 3. If I go to IKEA and somebody gives me, I could put together anything from IKEA, because they give visuals and they give simple directions for the layperson, and I like simple directions. I can do anything if you give me simple directions. Although I have doctor in front of my name, scholarly lingo I can't even talk, tends to send my brain in another direction. If you give me simple layman's terms, I can do anything. I could put an engine together. Not. But I can put an IKEA chair together. The journal entry is due before Wednesday at midnight, and then you need to move on Thursday to column 2, or day 2. First of all, begin with the video. And I apologize about the jacked up videos last week when you clicked on that module 3, time management, all the videos started at once. And I hope that we corrected that for this week, and I thoroughly apologize for that. But watch the video first in step 1. Then complete the step 2 readings. Oh, this should say day 2. I'll change that before y'all get this. I'm sorry about that. Then day 2, step 3 is your challenge. Guys, this is so much fun. This side of the column, this one was over learning. This side is over thinking, creative thinking. When I lived in Panama City, back when I went to college 1 year and left and moved to the beach, my twin sister and I had that 240Z that you saw in the picture. After we got rid of that smoking bandit, we got like a lime green rabbit. I don't know if you ever saw one of those little, it was made by Volkswagen, and it didn't smoke, but the clutch got stuck on it, and I had surfing stickers all over the back of it. Long story short, it tore up as usual, and my twin and I were starving, and until it got fixed, we had to figure out how to get back and forth to the grocery store. All we had was a bicycle and a skateboard. We took that cruiser bike and a bungee cord. My twin pedaled the cruiser bike, and I held the bungee cord and pretty much surfed all the way to the nearest grocery store in Panama City Beach. Got our groceries. I held the groceries, and thank you, dear Heavenly Father, that I didn't get hit or ran over on the way back, and I didn't wipe out on the skateboard. That's creative thinking to me. There are a lot of things that we do in our life that are creative thinking. This is a game that you're going to play, and it's called Spent. You can get to it one of two ways. You can click on this black box right here. It'll take you to the link, or you can actually go in D2L and go go to Challenge 4 and go from there. But it's going to ask you questions about life. You have a sick dog. Do you want to put it down for $50, or do you want to save it for $200? Which job do you want? Your mother is sick. Do you want to give her $100 in medication? Your little boy wants to go on a field trip. Do you give him the money? I was able to make smart choices and pay for my mother's medication and start paying for my child's lunch money instead of have kids make fun of them, and send them to baseball camp for $50. Sports is very important, and I ended up with $50 at the end of the month. So I made it through, which was the purpose of the game. It wasn't how much money you had left. It was making it through. And then I want you to tell me how you felt about the game, and tell me some of the things. Did you use your street smarts? Did you use a bungee cord and a skateboard to get back from the grocery store? Ha ha ha. But upload your answers into D2L under Challenge 4, and that's due Sunday before midnight. It's a fun game. I think you can take it as many times as you want. I would really like to see how you do the very first time. If you want to, play it again, that's fine. But the first time, I want to see what your choices are, because you do have to think critically, and it's not timed, and it's not going to say you have 10 minutes to decide if you want to put your dog down or not. So you can think them through. Use your noodle. This is some great stuff up here. The videos, the article, the Prezi. It's great stuff. Make sure you watch all of that. Make sure you watch all the videos, and I will correct this to say day 2 before you get this video. As always, email me at kwheeler@highlands.edu if you have any questions. And I have graded journal entries 1 and 2 and challenges 1 and 2. I've put comments with all of them. If you don't see the comments, or if you don't see a grade, let me know. Hint, hint, if you did not complete Challenge 3, you won't see a grade at all until I put that 0 in there on Monday. Otherwise, if you completed Challenge 3, I've already graded it. So make sure that you not challenge 3, challenge 2. You should see the grades for challenge 1 and 2 and journal entries 1 and 2. I don't. I've graded a lot of challenge 3, but not all of them yet because I'm giving you until Sunday night. But let me know if you have any questions. Email me, kwheeler@holmes.edu. Have a good weekend and go Seahawks.